Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. In today's video, we are going to be taking a tour of my Victorian Plaza build. I'm very excited about this. This is the first time I've completed my Plaza fully. It is decorated to the brim. There is only a select area that is open for spawnable items, and I will show you that as we're touring this build, but I'm very excited, so tag along if you are interested, and keep in mind that I do play on the Nintendo Switch, so this is entirely a Switch friendly build. All of the mining nodes are accessible, so that's no problem if you are someone who likes to gather and hunt for resources. So let's get started. We're going to start right at the entrance of the Forest of Valor, and we're going to make our way through. The first thing I'm going to show you is the bakery house style. This is actually also my main house, and I wanted to do a very cute, quaint little sitting area over here with a few tables that have food items on it that kind of reflect the bakery aesthetic. And on the right side of the bakery, I wanted to do a little bike rack or bike stall. Since this is a Victorian build, my idea with this was to, I guess, say that it's better to use public transportation like streetcars or bikes or walk rather than taking cars around, because the streets are tight and it's a very walking friendly and visitor friendly area. Behind over here, I have my little cheeky crafting station, ancient cooker, and ancient vacuum. I am hoping to incorporate this little area in every single one of my biomes, so I needed to figure out a way on how to incorporate it into this Victorian aesthetic without it looking out of place. So I think behind this bakery is a great way to do that. The ancient cooker also kind of hides the blue aura of the ancient vacuum, which is really nice. And it is accessible, and I can still get to the mining node, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Moving along over here, of course, if you're in a Victorian area, you need a streetcar. You need to be able to get from one place to the other. So I wanted to incorporate this in some way without crowding my actual street. So I thought doing something like this would be really cool, and having a billboard on the side for advertisements was appropriate. I wanted to kind of say that this is like the end of the streetcar line, so I just placed this pointy fence over here just to say that, oh, the railway's ending and the streetcar is going to have to turn around. So I needed to find a creative way to do that, but I wasn't able to. My entire inspiration to do a Victorian style plaza was actually because of this house style right here. This is a lady's house, and I absolutely love this house style. I think it's so beautiful, and this is actually the first time I've been able to incorporate the white picket fence into a build, and I couldn't be happier with it. I think it turned out perfect around a lady's house. It looks so beautiful. And of course, I mentioned earlier that I have an empty area for spawnables, and that is right here in Lady's Garden. I think this is a great place to just get all of my flowers, all of the digging spots, and harvestable items in one place, because every other area I have checked, almost, to make sure that nothing spawns outside of this area, essentially. Moving along, we have Charlotte's house, and I love this house so much. There's so many amazing house styles in this game now, but I think this was absolutely beautiful because I got to make use of some of the yellow trees from Mythopia from Storybook Vale, and I wanted to make sure Charlotte's house was a little bit more unique than the rest of this plaza, so I made sure that she was one of the only house styles that had flowers around her, and I think it makes it kind of stand out more. It makes it almost more regal and expensive. And again, the mining node over there is accessible. You just kind of have to weave your way around to get to it, but you can get to it. You can also get to the Plaza well from here. Unfortunately, I can't right now because I have this mining node in the way, so we are going to get rid of that. You can spawn technically flowers here. I'll have to find a way to cover that up, but you can get to the well from here. Moving along, this is the central focus of my plaza, and this is actually the first area I decorated. I was very proud of this. I think it looks so nice. I love the noise that emits from the fountain. It just gives a very calming essence to the entire build, and I really, really like that. And of course, I used the trees from Storybook Vale. The items that we got with this expansion pass were absolutely incredible, so I definitely had to incorporate it. And I think it looks absolutely beautiful. This is what it looks like when you enter into the plaza from the meadow. Moving on to the right, in a Victorian style build, I wanted to kind of showcase the fact that, you know, buildings can be very close together, they can be very compact, and they don't have a lot of space around them. So over here I have one single table with a chair and a cute little candle for a romantic date night. Unfortunately, I did not have a second chair, so I will have to buy that and add it in there at a later time. And over here I added a little dinner area or seating area, and I used the Belle and Beast date night table. I think this is absolutely perfect for this kind of build that's very compact, especially with the fairy lights at the top. I think it adds a lot of character to it. And I placed Remy's house right next to it. I think it complements his restaurant. It's almost like the same build aesthetic, and the footprint is also very small, so it fits perfectly into this area. Here we have the flower shop, which is a recently added item into Disney Dreamlight Valley. This is an absolutely stunning piece of house style because it's so detailed. The flowers inside of the windows look absolutely incredible. So I did want to put some flowers here around this area, kind of just to signify that this is the flower shop. And you can see that there's flowers in the back as well. And again, the mining node is accessible. Moving along, this area was the most difficult for me to decorate. So I essentially I had an idea to do a boardwalk, essentially where my streetcar was, but I decided to make this area my so-called boardwalk. So I have the central focus of this area, which is the clock tower, and of course I've got benches on either side, and I put two of them facing backwards just to add more of that boardwalk aesthetic to it. And I put overgrown beach grass everywhere just to make it look full, and I didn't want things to spawn here. I did put a little path right here, so things can actually spawn on this little path, but it's very difficult to see, so it's fine. But again, the mining node at the back there is accessible as well. The only thing and the only problem with this build, if you're one who still needs to feed critters and these squirrels, it's very difficult to find the squirrels with this build because they tend to hide in the beach grass, so you can't always spot them, so just keep that in mind. This is the last area that I'm going to be showing you in this build, and it's almost like a little market area that I wanted to create. So we have a stall here for food, we have one for ice cream, and we have two chairs opposite each other where Vanessa is currently sitting. And I did add the compost bin that we got from Sally's quest line as well. But overall, I was very happy with this build. I'm going to show you what it looks like at night, and I think it looks absolutely stunning. I made sure to add lights around it as well. So let's just quickly go into the menu, and we're going to change the time of day. This is sort of what it looks like in the evening / nighttime, and I just love the vibe that's going around in here. The streetcar's on, all the lights are on. There's a lot of light pollution. Let's be very honest about that. There's a lot of light pollution, but it does look absolutely stunning. And I'm very happy with how this turned out. But let me know what you guys think. If you think there's anything that could be improved with this build, let me know. I'd love to hear your opinions on that. But I'm very happy with it. I especially love this little bakery area that I created, especially since it is my main house. I wanted to make sure that it looks the part. And yeah, I'm just very happy with how this turned out. This is my first official full build in Disney Dreamlight Valley, which I was very excited about, and I hope you guys liked it. Since this build is like a Victorian build that I created for my plaza, I thought it was important to show you guys what it actually looks like when it's raining as well. So we're going to take a quick little tour and you can experience my Victorian plaza in the rain. Thank you guys so much for following me along on this video. Definitely use this build as inspiration for your own valley if you are interested. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can check out my Discord channel. It's linked below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!